I know, I can hear you guys saying, if you put things away, you know where they are. And you're right. You're totally right. I would know where they were at. Alright, so we have the rear axle back. And as you can see, some things have been done to it. I've had that machined out, as you can see right there, in order to accept our new custom one-off C-clip eliminators, which I've already got one started there that we need to press on the rest of the way. So it's been at Mr. Dan's house. He built all of these nice new parts and machined up the housing for us. So you can see it's actually machined in right here, a little lip, and then it bolts in. So that looks really good. So yeah, so now we're going to do some work of getting that all put together, and we got to put the center section back in. We're using the stock one temporarily. We're going to be going to a spool, which is the whole reason why we did all of this. So we'll be putting the center section back in so that we can see exactly where we need to do our, where we need to push our bearings onto, because Mr. Dan went and turned all this down in order to fit these bearings that we ended up using. But the only deal with that is we didn't know exactly where we needed the shoulder to end at. So it's basically going to be a little bit of me going back and forth, trying to basically put the bearing on a little bit, check the fitment, back and forth until we get it to the right spot. Once we do that, we'll have everything where we know we need it to be, and then we can put the rear end back in the car. Haven't really done anything to this in a while. I've been waiting on, well, we've been doing other projects and then waiting on that to get machined and whatnot. But in the meantime, Mr. Dan was making good progress on this thing. So we still have to do a new top mount setup for it because the last one did not work out. A, for the way it sat in the car, and then B, the way that the mount's actually welded into this cast material did not work well. So yeah, we'll get this sorted out at this point. Put up the camera and we'll see what we do, a little bit of stuff. But hopefully we get this car back in a roller. That's the big thing. I need to get this car back into moving again because it's just been sitting here taking up all this space in the garage for, well, quite a while. It makes it kind of hard to do anything. There's not a lot of space between the lift and that car. So, all right, so we are going to be doing this kind of quick and dirty style. So when we machined everything, we ended up with a little bit of an issue with the clearance. And basically the way this works is this goes over this and creates this opening here. And this opening is about 35 thousandths too wide for our brackets. Now, what we could do is machine this down some more and do all this, which is going to be a giant pain for my machinist guys who I've already gotten a ton out of. And I don't know if it's really necessary. The reason I don't know that is because I don't know exactly where these are going to live. So realistically, what I have to do is put the center section back together with the old rear, or the old center section, everything I got laying over there that came out of it. And by putting this back together, I can push the bearings down on the shafts and install them till I get where they need to sit, and then I can see if I can shim this whole bracket out that 35 thousandths, which isn't a lot. And if I can do that and get it to tighten down and be tight and then still have good clearance for right here and inside the center section, then I will just have my buddy, because he's already got this whole shape and everything in his water jet, and he can just water jet me out of like a, let's say, 37 thousandths 20 gauge steel shim that basically will call it around here, and actually it'll actually just shim around here. It'll shim this out. But yeah, so that'll be the plan. So in order to do that, we need to put some stuff together. So we are going to quick and dirty pull all of this apart. I'm gonna clean it a very little bit because it's all gonna have to get blown apart and I'm changing, new bearings here, new bearings there, new mating surfaces. All of that is getting pulled out and rechanged when I put the new center section in it. So don't give me too hard of a time for just doing it quick and dirty. So I am cleaning the race a little bit, but I'm not really too concerned with the race. You can see this one has, I can't feel it, but you can see it, where it's got some stuff was in there and definitely tore up this race. But again, this whole thing is getting replaced, so I'm not too terribly concerned about it. This is all obsolete on this model. Boom and boom. Okay. And I'm just going to try and get some of this crap off of here just for shits and giggles. Wow, this must have gotten dropped at some time. Oh, it definitely did. Huh, I wonder when it got dropped, and I wasn't really around for it. Yeah, because that's housed. That could make putting this back in a little difficult, but we shall see. Again, not the end of the world, because I'm not actually even going to put the pinion back in this thing. It's just the center section going in, because that's the only part we care about right now. The pinion is crap. Yeah, the pinion's irrelevant, because I can get my measurements from the front of it. I don't need that. Fuck. All right, so I don't know. I'm going back and forth now. I'm going to put the pinion in. I don't particularly care about that race, but I'm going to clean it for effect. Oh, that fell off. Boom, pinion's in. Whoa, that was too much. Okay, we are not tightening the shit out of those. We do not want them to be that tight. I will tell you that it's going to be a pain in the ass to get that freaking thing back out of there. But it is what it is. It will come out. You can also see now that we had the center machined a bit so that we can fit different rim sizes on there, which is very nice. All right, that's going in there nicely. All right, so I don't know exactly how far down I need to go, so I'm going to go to right there, and we'll put it in and we'll measure and see where it lands. Because like I said, I don't know exactly where it needs to go. And this is the cut side, so that's far side. And then I need this bad boy. On there like so. I don't know if that's right. Yeah, no, that's better. Okay. All right. Well, that's better. So yeah, they only go on one way. Who knew? Not me, because it's my first time really putting it on. All right. Wow, that actually might be around where it needs to be. Right here. All right, I'm just cleaning this to get any crap so that it doesn't interfere with our clearance. Because right now I'm kind of using this to be my determining factor of where things go. Yeah, I think that's it. Because it's supposed to sit around flush with that. Really no way to tell until I do the other side. Boom, clearance looks money. That looks pretty much where I want it to be, I'm pretty sure. Which means I have plenty. So the whole reason I'm checking this is because this gap is just a little too big. Let's see what we got here. Let's zero this. We're zeroed. So if I put this in here, we are 3, 4, 5, essentially. And then if we measure this, we are roughly 285. So about 40 thousandths off over here. My gap is a little, like about 40 thousandths too big here. And this one, we'll have to check once we get there, but I think it's around 35 thousandths. So I just need a couple of spacers to play with this a little bit, and I can adjust my axle, but yeah, I think we're gonna be good here. So yeah, no, I did leave about the same. I mean, I don't have a measuring capability at the moment, but it looks pretty damn close. From what I'm guesstimating in here, it looks like it needs to come in a little more, but it's hard to tell. Shit. That was too far. All right, nothing too crazy. It's not full assembly. All right. So, that don't look that bad. Don't look that bad at all. The main reason I wanted to do this was because I think this all needs to go in a little more. Because I shortened this one a bit shorter, and the idea was that this right here would be flush with that key to where this one is flush. So by pushing it in that little extra bit I just did, I think put us where we need to be. I think. Realistically, I have no real clue until I put the brakes on, but I will have to get to that next. All right, so you'll notice that it's all this way as far as it can go, which I don't think is right. I think we need to bring this axle in further. Because if I take this out, it's going to let it go this way more, but I can't go that way much more because I'm bottomed out. So yeah, it's got to come in more. Which I have the room to give, because I have plenty here. And this one I don't, they're pretty much about the same. This one's a little further in. All right, well, fuck it, I guess. What are you gonna do? I think that'll be good right there, realistically. that bottoms me out, I'm pretty sure. Right about there, it's a little past actually. But that bad boy is C-clip eliminated. And works pretty good. I just need a couple little spacers made up, which is no big deal. And we can put her back under there and try and fit her up. Because right now it is just about at ride height. It's a little higher in the back than it should be, but not a lot. All right, so that worked out pretty well. I didn't exactly know how it was going to go. I mean, no one's really done this that I can see, at least with stock axles. There is a Yukon kit that gives you different axles and pretty much does the same thing that this is doing. But I like this one better because, well, it didn't cost me any money, just some time. So that worked out real nice. So hopefully we can get it, get some lug nuts and get it up underneath the car and start working on getting it mounted. And hopefully we can get that done in the next couple of days. And maybe move this damn thing into a different parking spot. Get it over by the lift would be cool too. So we'll see where we go from there. Because like I said, I would like to get it around and start working on the engine bay again. But as you can see, the engine bay is buried over there. And now that it's cold, we don't have that door open. So yeah, I'm not sure if this is going to be the end of this video or there'll be more on it. So we'll see. Either way, I appreciate you guys checking in and let me know what you guys think in the comments. And we'll see you on the next one.